Bonjour, I'm Catherine of French Made Baking, and today I'm gonna make molten hard chocolate cakes, also called lava cakes. First, what makes a lava cake lava? We call them lava because of that gooey melted chocolate center that you get when you eat them straight out of the oven or when you warm them up, and that looks like lava flowing out of the volcano. In France, we call them mi-cuits, which means half-baked, or fondant au chocolat, which means melted chocolate cake. There are two ways to make a chocolate lava cake. You can insert a piece of chocolate, a truffle or ganache in the center of your cake, and then when you heat them up, that's gonna melt. Or there's a second method which I'm gonna show you today. It's a more traditional way of doing the lava cake. We just make one batter and we find the right baking time and temperature so the texture of the cake is just right and melts when you heat them up. Lava cakes seem easy to make because there's only 5 ingredients. But it's all about the mixing and the baking that will make your cake just right or not. Today I'll share some tips with you that will help you nail your lava cakes every time. Just watch, follow the steps, do it at home, and then let me know in the comments below how it went. Our favorite chocolate to make this kind of cake is cocoa berry, the mi-cuits 58%, because it's not too strong and not too sweet, so it's just the perfect balance for the whole family to enjoy the cake. You don't need much to make lava cakes. You need chocolate, butter, eggs, cane sugar, and cornstarch or flour. I like to use cornstarch because it makes the cakes lighter and that makes them gluten-free, but you can also use flour or a mix of the two. It's recommended to sift the starch or flour before you start to avoid having lumps in the cakes. First, melt the butter and chocolate on a double boiler or in the microwave. When they're both melted, stir so that they're evenly mixed and you get a shiny mixture and almost a ganache texture. Next, in another bowl, you're going to mix the dry ingredients, cornstarch or flour, and sugar. That way you're making sure your starch or flour will be evenly mixed and reduce the risk of having lumps. Then add the eggs and start mixing with the whisk. You can use a stand mixer or a simple hand mixer. Stay on medium speed because you don't want to add too much air into the mixture. Make sure you scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl to get all the cornstarch and sugar. Stop when the sugar has almost completely dissolved and the mixture is foamy. Then pour the chocolate butter mixture all at once inside the egg mixture and stir with a spatula. You don't want to put any air in the mix at that stage so that we can get a nice dense chocolate cake. You can stir in a spiral motion to make sure everything is evenly mixed. Right now it's quite liquid, but as you wait it's gonna get thicker and thicker, so it's easier to just pour it in the molds right away. As you can see, my batter already got thicker, but that's fine. Today I'm making 3 sizes, muffin size, individual, and 6-inch. You can use any type of container, silicone, paper, aluminum, everything works. I like to weigh how much I put so that I have consistency and my cakes are always just as I like them. In the 4-inch cake, I usually put 190 grams. In the 6-inch cake, 500 grams. And about 100 grams in the muffin molds. Make sure you leave plenty of room at the top to have a nice and even cake. If you fill it too much, the sides will rise more. Sometimes in the larger cakes, air bubbles get trapped at the bottom and you end up with a big hole in your cake after baking. To avoid that, I just run a spoon really slowly all the way around the base of the cake before I put it in the oven. I bake lava cakes at 390 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 Celsius, and the amount of time depends on the size, and as each oven is different, you'll have to find the right settings for yours. The cakes are ready when they look baked on the sides and jiggly in the center. If they start to crack, it means they're overbaked. Et voilà! Serve with ice cream and or whipped cream or fruits, and bon appétit!